Well, we're 2 practices in. What does it feel like out there?
Man, energetic. Shoot, we're loving it. We're just grinding. Hard work. Everybody love the first day.
Yeah.
What you gonna do the second day? We
Yeah.
still going.
Yeah.
Keep going through camp.
So I asked all these guys that question, and the energy is what everybody points out. Is it different from this time last year?
Yeah. Well, it's the same. It's just more intense. So that's the only difference. We just really emphasize more of if you're juiceless, you're useless. So that's bringing energy. So like if your energy isn't high enough, you're not helping the team. So we just gotta bring energy.
What are some of the things that you want to learn about your team or accomplish between now and the start of the season? What are your guys' goals for the fall camp?
What do we want to learn about the team? I don't know if it's about learning about the team. I feel like our identity is our pillars. The integrity with the pinky finger, passion, mental and physical toughness. The index finger, selfless. Perfect effort, the thumb. I feel like that's our identity. So if we just rely on all 5 of those, we'll win.
That was good work. I wasn't sure if you were going to get all of them.
Yeah.
I usually remember 2 or 3, but I don't get them as often as you do, so you're probably much more
It's
prepared.
ingrained.
Right. How do you feel about the way that you played that season?
I feel like I had a decent year. I expected more from myself. I feel like I left a lot of players on the field, of course, but this year, this is the year. Pay attention. That's what I want to say.
Why do you say that? What is different about you, or how are you going to be able to take it to another level?
I've been working. That's key. Just been keeping my head down there and grinding, trying to get better.
What does that mean? Like, what particularly during the off season have you been doing or working on?
100 catches a day. After every practice, I gotta get 100 catches. Whether that's from the front, side, it don't matter. I just gotta get 100 of them.
Is that with the machine, or you got somebody throw it?
Yeah, the gun.
Uh-huh. Is that something that you did like at home, or were you around here during the summer?
Yeah, I was down here working out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Did you take summer classes, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So they're just kind of based here on campus. And did you get to work with, like, you ever meet up with the quarterbacks through the summer and kind of
Yes.
throw a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
How often was that a thing?
I guess weekly. Yeah.
Right. Do you think that there's particular ways that's going to translate? Like, what are we going to see you do better or differently compared to last year?
Last year y'all saw me catch. I'm gonna see what I can do after the catch this year. That's the key. After the catch.
Just kind of being more elusive, making people miss and that
Yes.
kind of thing?
Yards after the catch.
How about your quarterbacks? What do you make of the group of guys that you have in that room?
Man, I love them. It don't matter who you go with. We can win. You got Frank, Josh, JoJo, Lowell. Man, it don't matter.
How do you compare Frank and Josh as players?
You got like pro style quarterback Josh, and then I guess you could say kind of dual threat Frank Harris. Yeah.
Does it make a difference for you which one is in there? Do you have to do different things or different responsibilities?
Still gotta catch the ball. It's just coming from a different person.
You mentioned how hard you kind of worked over the off season. Where do you draw your motivation from? What pushes you to put in that work every day?
Family. Yeah. Where I came from. Yeah.
Was it always that way for you, or is that something that you kind of found that as time went on?
It's always been like that. Family. For sure.
Have they been able to come to a lot of your games?
Yeah. My mom and dad.
Yeah.
But as far as siblings, no.
No.
But yeah.
You seem like pretty kind of emotional about that. You know, do you have a tight bond with your family, or you guys have been through certain things? Like, what sort of draws you to make that such a high point for you?
So I'm from Eggleston, Houston. I don't know if any of y'all know where that is, but it's not too good there. So just seeing what I saw, I feel like that drives me.
What was like the biggest adversity or the hardest hurdle that you had to hit, you know, as part of that process of growing up there?
Keeping my head down, not getting into nothing, going through school, you know, staying out of trouble.
Was that tough at times, or did that come pretty easy for you to keep that focus?
Yeah, kinda. I say it was easier than some, cause I had a lot of friends that were supposed to be in the same position I'm in, and simply because they took one step to the left, you know, and they not here, so.
That must have been very meaningful for you then when you had the opportunity to sign a scholarship here. Do you remember? No, like what was that feeling like when you actually kind of made it in that sense?
Man, I remember that like yesterday. Man, so can you say the question again? Because I don't want to go off. Because this is
no,
like,
go
Yeah,
off, man.
no, like I want to hear the question again. Though. Say it again so I can.
I wanted to just figure out what that feeling was like when you kind of made it to the point that you wanted to get to, given all those challenges that you faced coming up.
Okay. So man, I remember receiving the offer. Of course, it wasn't Coach Taylor, but it was Frank Wilson at the time. I wasn't highly recruited out of college, and I guess you could say I wasn't satisfied with the offers I had. I had maybe 4 offers coming out of college. Coming out of high school. And I didn't know anything about UTSA, and it was new. So I look into it, you know, Frank Wilson, he'd been to LSU, you know, the hype around him. So I decided to come. And I hear about the race building, you know, the recruiting. So I'm like, okay. I get here. Coach Taylor comes, you know, that process is, okay, Coach Taylor comes in. Immediately, he comes in and establishes culture. You know, it goes back to the pillars. He said, this is where we're going to be, you know, and we're going to be that to the T. And as soon as I heard that, it was like, yeah, him. So, yeah.
So you mentioned the race boating, you know, hearing about it when you were being recruited. Has it lived up to the hype for you?
Yes. More than, I believe. Yeah.
Is it hard to not, for lack of a better term, get spoiled by all the amenities that's here, and then, you know, trying to stay hungry?
Nah. Because I believe that where we came from, our last locker room, or our last weight room, our last, you know, training facility we had, I believe was not up to par. But now I feel like this is the first time I've been in something like this. So like, this is amazing for me. It's lived way past my expectations.
So you see this as a facility that can help you take your game to the next level?
Can you say that again?
So do you see this as a facility now that can kind of meet the needs to take your game to that next level?
Yes, 100%.
How far do you want to go with football? Have you thought about the possibility of making it, you know, to the NFL? Is that something that's on your mind?
100% want to go to the NFL.
Are there things that you have to do to prove yourself or to get there? Like any specifics that you think will make you more projectable?
Like I said, the yards after catch, run after catch, being more elusive with the ball.